So, somebody wants to eat coconut rice. He goes to the market. He buys the raw rice. He buys tomato. He buys pepper. He buys coconut. He buys Maji. You see, if he decides to, he doesn't have the patience to wait for the process. And he opens the Maji and puts it in his mouth. Carries the rice as it is without going through the fire and put it in his mouth. Carries the pepper and the everything as they are in their raw state. And just in case you wanted to even put, there's this local dawa dawa or something. Igala people call it ukpehe. You decide to carry it and put it in your mouth. You know what will happen to that guy? You carry the salt and you just load it. The very thing that is supposed to nourish your body will kill you. Nothing changed. Process will change it. Maji in itself is not coconut rice. The coconut in itself is not coconut rice. As bitter as some of those things can be in themselves, when you mix them together and they go through the process, when you eat that food, you will not find the Maji, but it's working inside. You will not see the salt anymore, but it's working inside. So when the Bible said that all things work together, it's trying to tell you that, see, there is a cook over your life. But God, listen. God is the master chef. While you are worried that God, I've been trusting you for house rent and money has not come, God is saying that thing is an ingredient. When you look at it in itself, is a problem. But when they all come together, let the cook prepare the food. So he's telling you, he now saying that all things. I know this ingredient. You are not the cook. You don't know. You think it is bitter. Leave it for me. When I take all of them, how that you were looking for money and it didn't come. How that you were rejected at some point and it didn't work. How that you were living in a house and they drove you out. And you're thinking that God is not faithful. But when you ask men that God have made, they will tell you that when I look back, I thank God for the man that drove me out of the house. Because it was because he drove me out, I built my own. But now you are in that process and you don't know what's happening. And there's a God who sits down and is watching. While they are sending you out of the house, that's God who has sent an angel to buy him Maji or something. And that's the Maji. Say, this is part of the ingredient. Another one goes out to buy salt and somebody will come back with bitter leaf. But it's part of the ingredient. You are not the cook, you will not understand. All things. And while you are worried, God is saying that, is it complete? It's not complete. We still need pepper. Pepper is not in this food. And then that's the day that the person you want to marry will now say, I'm not doing again. Aha, pepper has come. But pepper in itself, you know when you eat it, you know what will happen to you. But there's a God who knows the formula. When he mixes all together. You are struggling. I came to tell you. And what God is doing with you is gathering ingredients. All things work together to them that love God and who are they called according to his purpose. That's why he's called the only wise God. When it's all been said and done, and he's done with your life. Woo. When you are telling the stories, they will not believe that it is you. They won't believe. But there's a God who is the master chef. While all that is together, then he puts it on the fire. When he puts it on the fire and it starts getting hot, God, where am I? What's happening with me? I've been praying. Nothing is happening. Count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations, knowing. A man who knows does not react the way other people react, because there's something he knows. Hey.